This is Dee with Divine Needle, and this is the Age of Aquarius, day 13, January the 2nd, 2021. All the ones and twos, day 13. It's a Saturn day, interestingly enough, and the number 13 is the number of the goddess. All the ones and twos in the date doesn't escape my attention, nor does the fact that it's the 13th day. Anyway, this is for today and tomorrow, so day 13 and 14. So Saturday and Sunday. Saturday and the Sun day. Okay, felt like everybody could use an affirmation. Doesn't hurt with the beginning of a new age, right? We need some encouragement affirmations. Yep, that's for sure. We can always use them, right? Affirmation for today and tomorrow. For those down here on missions, and some of you feel it, some of you are sure about it, some of you are already on mission. And I'm finding more and more of you. Takes a rather large team to get this done, so I'm sure there's a whole bunch of them out there we haven't found yet, or haven't found us, but that's okay. All right. They told me to take this card, so I shall. And they wanted that one too. It was stuck with that one, or felt kind of, it wasn't stuck, but stuck. It's very strange, statically so. It's a gorgeous day, a gorgeous gloomy day, but everything is covered in ice, and that is stunning to look at. So that's why I say it's a gorgeous day. There's always something beautiful to see, no matter how cloudy or rainy or what have you. What's interesting is Mother Nature is still busy pruning the tree that the tree trimming company that was supposed to cut down this tree for us back on the 15th, at the latest, they said. And that was a month and a half out that I scheduled that to be taken down. Mother Nature's taking care of it right now. And it indeed took down, once again, the power line and the DSL line to the house. Interestingly, just like the last 2 times this happened this year, I'm telling you, something's going on with that, because that's 3 times in a year that our power and DSL lines behind the house coming to the house have been taken out by this tree. Problematic. But what's fascinating is we don't lose either service, but the lines are hanging to the ground. The power company's already been out and put it back up. And the pole that these lines go to was riding at the base, and it broke off at the base. So the only thing really holding that pole up is the lines going every direction. Rather fascinating, right? So it'll be interesting to see how that all plays out, because that pole needs to be replaced out there. And yeah, I have a feeling before it's all said and done that those lines will be problematic at least once or twice more. At least. Got some interesting visions but nothing I'm going to talk about right now, because the focus right now is you all, your missions and affirmations to help you on your paths ahead. This next month or so is going to be kind of turbulent up until the 1st, when Venus enters Aquarius on the 1st, on my birthday. And she's going to be joining a lot of planets that are sitting there waiting for her entry. It's a big meeting happening with the gods, as above, so below. Anyway, affirmation. I now go beyond other people's fears and limitations. This is one I needed to hear, and I'm sure that many of you need to hear this one, because so many of them are stuck in the old paradigm and they fear the new one. They fear, what's going to happen to me? What will become of me? And they really need to know that the age of Aquarius is going to be the most freeing experience they've ever had. They'll actually be able to live their lives as intended, so that they can have some soul progression and not be asleep and lied to any longer. It's about the truth, the apocalypse. The truth comes out, right? Anyway, it is my mind that creates my experiences. I am unlimited in my ability to create the good in my life. So remember that affirmation. Go beyond others' fears and limitations, because no matter how they mock you or what they say, they're still stuck in the old paradigm and they don't understand what's really happening. They will in time. It will take time. The other one I wanted here, I am safe in the universe and all life loves and supports me. The universe does indeed support us. We came here on missions to get this new age under progress and to help the progression of the souls down here. And the universe is going to support us in that. So the energies will be working with us. Okay? And I breathe in the fullness and richness of life. I observe with joy as life abundantly supports me and supplies me with more good than I can imagine. That is an affirmation we definitely needed. I know many of you are having a rough time. I know, I feel it. I understand it. Nobody escapes that right now. But that's because Mars and Uranus are coming ever so close. But Mars will be moving into Taurus, where its energy will not be doing as well. And basically, Uranus is going to have a stranglehold on Mars, because they will go conjunct coming up soon. So keep that in mind. So Uranus, the planet, one of the planets of Aquarius, will be keeping the wars at bay, or the energy of that, right? You're also going to have the moon and black moon Lilith on either side of those two. Fascinating stuff. The whole as above, so below thing really kind of stands out, doesn't it? Anyway, Just hang on tight. Get your organic popcorn. Because up until the 1st, it might be a little hairy. But we're right at the very end of all the nonsense. Okay. Remember, stay positive. Remember, everything's illusion except for love. And try to be entertained by the show and not in fear. Okay? A lot of people are going to be in fear, and our energy needs to surpass theirs. Remember, good always outweighs the bad, energy-wise, with ease. So keep projecting that love out to everything, even those that want to fear and put limits on us, okay? And I felt compelled for a coin for the next couple of days too, so we're going to get one of those. And there it is. Dance of the Butterfly Queen. I do love these cards. Oh, we got 2. Oh, looky. We got 2. Just like the affirmations, they gave us 2. And today's the 2nd. You can't make that up. The numbers, it's all about the holodeck, the matrix, right? We got 2, and they're beautiful. Beautiful cards. We'll start with Dance of the Butterfly Queen. A pure heart attracts divine grace, and that which was impossible becomes possible. From caterpillar to winged creature of delight, you cannot restrain what divine grace ordains, no matter how incredible it may seem to be. Whatever has been troubling you or whatever has been inspiring you, allow grace to infuse the situation or dream so that it may unfold with divine perfection. Bring your dreams into reality. You are creators. So if you're envisioning this beautiful Aquarian future, no more of the fear and subjugation ruling the planet, it'll happen. You guys have a spark inside you. So it'll happen. That's amazing. Amazing. And our second card, to the Celestial Mountain. Oh, wow. You have the ability to invoke divine power, to call to the Celestial Mountain so that you might be gifted with the spiritual energy you need to attain your goals. I have grand ones myself, so, and I think to myself, is it even possible? Well, nothing's impossible, not on the holodeck. Permitting beings that love you unconditionally to help you is an expression of spiritual empowerment. You empower the divine forces that can assist you to come to your aid and to help you manifest your visions. Our vision of a grand age, where the divine masculine and the divine feminine are truly in balance, in harmony, perfect harmony, and where all the races are in perfect harmony. Let's be clear, there's one race. We're all on the same ship, planet Earth, Gaia. All right. Words we all need to hear desperately right now, right? All right. For the next 2 days, those down here on a mission, what's the overall energy for the next couple of days? Overall energy coming out for the next couple of days. Resting, gaining divine guidance, the divine over watching you. What's our highest priority? What is our highest priority? Some sort of incoming messages? Stronghold of the Zephyrs, that is the Page of Swords. And the Defector. So this is our highest priority. And what do we need to be mindful of and or prepare for the next couple of days? Remember, the energy of these readings could affect you guys as much as probably 5 days or so-ish. So keep that in mind. Mindful of and or prepare for. A couple of days. All right. These two. All right. And I think I'm going to lay these out differently because I usually put the underlying, sorry, have a piece of paper with notes on it sitting there. All right. I'm going to start changing the layout here. No, I'm going to go this way. Actually, they're telling me to go this way. I don't always listen so well. Okay. Now keep in mind, this underlying energy a lot of times ends up in the energy here. So it kind of gives you a pre-glimpse of what's going on. Yeah, okay. Our foundations are still being attacked, so to speak, by malefic energies and us being bound by the threads of fate. We're feeling that way. But remember, other people's fears and limitations are not your fears and limitations. Don't allow them, their energy, to muddy or dilute your shine. Okay? So, working on this card. The Convalescent, 4 Swords. That is the overall energy for the next 2 days. The Convalescent is the net loss after construction. This is the needed rest and restoration after enduring strife. The Convalescent is the spirit of nursing you back to full health. Here we see imagery reminiscent of both Key 13, the Reaper, and Key 14, the Angel, a subversion of the classical death and the maiden motif. The Convalescent is the spirit of a transition phase and is present along your path when you experience affliction. This is the spirit to bring you rehabilitation after fighting battles. Fortune comes to you after you have taken time to restore both inner and outer balance in your life. Our highest priority, the Sharpshooter, 8 of Scepters. Swift movement abounds around you. This is the spirit of marksmanship. When the 8 of Scepters appears, it bears notice to pay attention to messages being directed at you coming from your world. For spirit is presenting itself through the words of those speaking to you. The 8 of Scepters is the spirit of inbound tidings that bear your name. When the sharpshooter appears in a tarot spread, pay attention to what she is aiming and shooting at in the context of the spread's landscape. What she points at is what spirit is directing you to pay attention to. The sharpshooter might be appearing to you as a protege of Anat, an old Canaanite maiden goddess of war. She might also be a messenger from Artemis. Perhaps she is the priestess daughter of Minerva or Pallas Athena. The sharpshooter is the Eight of Scepters, is a spirit oft called upon to be an emissary into our world to deliver messages from a divine feminine, embodying courage, wisdom, military strategy, war, and battles. Our patron goddess of the arts. When the sharpshooter appears to you, such a divine consciousness is calling to you. So, incoming messages. And Stronghold of the Zephyrs, Herald of the Consummating. This is the Page of Swords. So it could be that you're getting an incoming message, or a Page of Swords will be getting incoming messages. The strongholds are learning and messenger cards. So, and this one's the Zephyrs. Page of Swords comes bearing an important message to you, or an opportunity about your social status, community relations, a political or legal matter, higher education, greater social network that you are a part of or engaged with, or a matter pertaining closely to the pursuit of glory. The Page of Swords appears as affirmation of victory to come if you agree to take on the challenges and walk through the gauntlet. The presence of the stronghold of the Zephyrs can also be an emissary sent by a deity of war, battles, or storms, a divinity of skies, winds, or air, or a pantheon from the Eastern Hemisphere. And because of those incoming messages, you're going to be walking away from what you previously had been doing and spending a great deal of time on. So the Eight of Chalices. So we got a couple of eights in that. I got the sharpshooter and the defector. So some interesting energy happening for sure. This is the spirit of abandoned success. The defector is the spirit personification of abandoning one path to walk at a contrasting and entirely different one. This is walking away from what you have otherwise devoted a great deal of effort to and not looking back. This is the spiritual quest for that which will be more emotionally fulfilling. The 5 chalices stacked on the ground symbolize the material work that the defector leaves behind. The 3 hovering above symbolize the beliefs and ideologies the defector now abandons. When the 8 of chalices appears, you are at the foot of a steep mountain, about to embark onto challenging yet personally fulfilling terrain. Wisdom will be attained, and the path of that mountain is the path toward achieving your great work, toward fulfilling your life's purpose. The scarlet ibis with wings outstretched flying overhead is the material manifestation of a guardian deity who will be overseeing your difficult journeying ahead. The defector is the guardian spirit guiding you to abandon illusionary success and to scale new heights in a different direction. This is the start of a difficult journey, but a journey that you will take, and it will take you where you want to be. What to be mindful of, prepare for. The joined one and the chariot. Pretty fantastic energy sitting there, for sure. So the joined one here first. An external alchemy, the joined one guides us to choose our allies. It designates an outer accord, but also an inner accord. An internal alchemy, this spirit guides us to unite our anima and animus. This is a spirit of two becoming one and an omen of perfected love. Love in all its divine forms. Abyssius, abyssium invocat. Sea calls to sea, or the depths of me calls out to the depths of you. Do not neglect the relationships you cherish. And the chariot card. This can be about a trip. It can be about quite literally moving. It is the major victory card of the tarot, the Chariot of Osiris. Um, yeah, like I said, the Two of Cups and the Chariot together, really good energy. The Chariot is a spirit that helps you create change. You have attained a certain mastery of knowledge, and now you must determine how you will use the knowledge to innovate. The Chariot is an omen that you're gaining momentum, balanced momentum as well. You possess mastery of knowledge and skills that now drive you further along your path. When the Chariot card appears, you have arrived at a critical milestone and are in active movement toward victory. Success will come to the one who refuses to stop fighting. Keep going. Keep going. The couples, the joined ones, the twins. Some of you may be finding or moving to that twin, but there's victory with that joined one. Moving forward, right? So, and it could be an actual connection, some twins connecting with other sets of twins, which is fantastic because that needs to happen. Because this whole thing's pieces of the grand puzzle. Some of us have some of the pieces and others have other pieces to that puzzle. So when we all come together, it helps us figure out the puzzle a little faster and helps us with swifter movement into this new age. So that would be absolutely fantastic. And remember this underlying energy, the captor feeling bound by the threads of fate because other people's fears and stuff. You have the Ivory Shield is protecting you from malefic energies dealing with your foundation because many of us have run up against negative ones. Like this card portends the Muzadi protection shield. We are protected. And those negative energies that come at us to try to shake us from our path, um, they don't get to do this to our foundations. Okay, they are yeah, they're behind on the 8 ball, unfortunately for them. And we can only give them love and compassion and send them along their way and hope that they progress on their path quickly because they're going to need to. Anyway, yeah, remember if you run up against people that are firmly stuck in the old paradigm, just project love and compassion and walk away. Okay? Just walk away. It's that simple. Because they're obviously not ready for the graduation. So I hope this helps you guys. The affirmations were fantastic, along with what felt like affirmations coming from the Kuan Yin deck, too. Things we needed to hear, right? Whew. The Grand Age of Aquarius, day 13, Goddess Day, happens to be Saturday, which Saturn is the cube, and the cornerstone being a female. They do fear it, unfortunately. And they don't need to. Because the one right there loves you beyond your wildest dream. She was the one that breathed life into your bodies. The spark of divinity. Anyway, have a grand weekend.